5, 4, 3.
And mics are live, and we are live. It's Ultra Podcast Z, episode 136. It is the first episode. Actually, no, it is because we didn't do last week. It is the first episode of the summer, and you know what that means, Nyaru, right? You know what that means? It means I didn't hit that we're live on Twitter. I just did right now. But you know what else that means, Nyaru?
I get to eat chicken nugget.
You get to eat chicken nugget? I mean that too. It's funny because actually let's get the intros first. So anyways, hi everyone. My name's Manuel. I'm the internet greatest cryptid who something Loki is coming out next week. So I'm also a Loki. No.
Wait, Loki's coming out?
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's actually funny because there's this YouTuber I watch. What the fuck's her name? It doesn't matter. But she did a video about this kid from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I guess the guy who played Cody. And he also plays Jughead. I guess he had a Tumblr at some point. I'll give you the really fast version so I can get to the part that's important. And apparently at some point on this Tumblr, he was being very pretentious and whatever. And it was a big stupid story. But at one point, he made up the word Lukiness. No, Lokiness. That's the whole point. I'm stupid. Lokiness. Like Loki, Nous. Like voluminous, but Lokiness. And he made that up. It's like to be like Loki. And it's not a real word. He just made it up. And that's just in my head this morning. And like, I don't know why. Sometimes things just live rent free there. And that's one of the things that lives rent free in my head today is Lokiness.
And that was Cole Sprouse, by the way.
Cole Sprouse, thank you, Cole Sprouse. That's the name. Yeah,
Cole Sprouse?
Yeah, I don't know what else he does. I don't think literally. I've never seen Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I think like I saw family members watch it when I was younger.
Really?
That was like after my time of like
Dude,
Disney Channel.
That was like my religion was Zack and Cody.
I feel like they came out after Drake and Josh because I definitely
It did.
I was like, I definitely was watching Drake and Josh, but I remember when Sweet Life of Zack and Cody came out. But I felt like I think I was like too old for it by that point. So yeah. So yeah, I have no idea about Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I just know I only know of any of this because of that video I saw this morning. And apparently he plays Jughead in the fucking Riverdale series, which I want to watch. I've always wanted to, but each time I kind of want to get into it, it just looks so stupid. Yeah, welcome to Ultra Podcast Z, where Manuel has very bad hot takes on Riverdale and other hit TV shows of the day.
My sister loves Riverdale. I don't get the hype around it.
You have a sister?
Okay. I've said this so many times before.
That's the funniest thing because I could have sworn up and down, left and right that we have talked about this before. Is it a sister? Or you're not just saying like I have Nyaru has a sister?
No, like me personally, like IRL.
I feel like we've had this conversation before and you never mentioned the sister.
I told you the reason why I wasn't going to be on last week is because I go visit my family and my sister was graduating.
Oh my god. That's wild. I mean, I'm pretty sure I had to have known this at some point. I'm just stupid. So yeah, everyone, this is Nyaru. She has a sister. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Nyaru. I have a sister.
Yes, there you go.
I'm performing at IdolCon this weekend. You should come see me.
When is your performance? Well, we guess move on to updates already. But yeah, when's your performance?
My 3D live performance consisting of literally everything Hello Project and AKB. Like it's basically gonna be a 3D idol set using my 3D model. Haha, wink wink. That's gonna be Friday at I'm glad you got it. It's gonna be Friday. I think what time did I say it was gonna be at? Hold on. 3 p.m. Pacific, and then on Saturday I have a 2D live that's just gonna be singing, consisting of anime songs and 2D idol music, because I'm in my 2D form. It's also at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So, and then I have autographs. I have 2 panels I'm gonna do. So please come out. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a dank ass time.
A dank ass time. I mean, it is Pride. You can have a gay ass time. You know, we can go just go for it, man. Yeah. Anyways.
I mean, I'm bisexual, but that's fine.
Still have a gay. still have an LGBTQ plus time.
There we go. Thank you for being inclusive.
There you go. Now, you don't have to just be. You can also be an ally or be like just come. Everyone's welcome. Oh, anyways, but yeah, I'll try to check that out. That's our show, guys. Good night. Just kidding. That'd be really funny if I did that. But no, we have a lot planned, and not all of it's gonna have to do with Cole Sprouse. I'm sorry, Cole Sprouse sounds like, and I know I'm like, you can't riff off of a riff, but Cole Sprouse reminds me of like a really bad like fake Mickey Mouse, because it's like I think of Mickey Mouse and you think of a bootleg Mickey Mouse and it's Ricky Rouse. And when you go to Ricky Rouse, you think of like Corky Mouse or Corky Rouse, and then it's like it's Cole, what's his name? Cole Sprouse. It's just I know I'm like going down this stupid rabbit hole, but I swear to God, it sounds like a bootleg Mickey Mouse character, and he is from Disney, so I don't know. Maybe he was made in a factory. Cole Sprouse, don't come after me. I hear you're crazy as Jughead. But what? So, anyways, we skipped last week. Last week was a lot of fun because Nyaru, you were on vacation. You were in the big state of Texas.
Yeehaw! I went to Yeehaw Land. Yeah, I went to Texas because I wanted to go visit my family, and that's it. Did you know there's boba where I live now?
There's boba. The way you say that, it makes me feel like there's boba growing there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like
that does make sense.
There's two kung fu teas there.
What is a kung fu tea?
Well, you don't know what kung fu tea is?
I feel like that's a chain.
Yes, it's a boba chain.
Social. Sorry, I'm also writing tags for the stream right now. There's a VTuber tag, and it's still like, I know it's been there for a few weeks now, but it still like blows my mind when I see it. Yeah, I've never had kung fu tea. I think I do know them. They're the ones that had the Yuna and Titus, the Final Fantasy X collab many years ago. Because they sent us a press release, so I don't know who was on the PR team back then. They sent us a press release, like, you know, I got it through the emails. Probably somebody at AX was like doing promo for them, because that's usually where they get our emails. And but yeah, I've never been to one. I don't know if they're around here, and like, I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna bet they're in the OC, because like the OC has all the chains, you know, or definitely in NorCal. But yeah, that's cool. I haven't had boba in okay, I've had donut shop boba, which we all know can be hit or miss. I've had good luck, but
I guess I never missed, huh?
But oh, god damn it, Yara. Even that, I've only had like 3 times in the past year and a half. I have not had like see, I feel bad because the donut shop places, they're doing their best, and it was what I had was good. So, but I haven't had like real boba since long before quarantine. So it's probably like last January. So yeah, I feel really out of the loop. I don't know, I need to get some boba. So what's new with you, Nyaru? What else is going on besides your idol con stuff? Let's get some updates going before we get the show on the road.
I mean, that's really much it. Oh, you know that website Skev where all the VTubers like commission the art from?
Yeah.
I broke my Skev cherry.
Oh, what'd you commission?
Well, of course, a piece of my VTuber model, but the reason why I had to use Skeffer is because one of my favorite Toho Dojin musicians, they're not really musicians, they're actually just performing like a band, they opened up their commissions, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know they draw. So I like napped that up like as quick as I could, because I really love the band that they're in, and I want to support them.
Well, that's good. I mean, like, it's a lot more active than I have. Like I said last week, I just I had a lot of, you know, like, it was like a bit of mild burnout too, but I also had a lot of work stuff I had to catch up on, and I did. And here we are. All the streams are happening this week. Also, to go on some of the updates for me, all the streams are happening. FAP's happening this Friday. Tomorrow, I think we should be doing both gaming streams, but we're definitely doing Wild Arms. And then Saturday's is DTL, another one hosted by Warren. Beyond that, also, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, obviously just 2 hosts tonight. We were supposed to have another one, they had to cancel because of personal reasons. So yeah, it's a twofer. You guys got a twofer show, guys. It's this is Ultra Podcast Z, where we're both VTubers, but one of us is like 2.5, 3.5. No, 3.5D. That's what I was looking for. 3.5D. Yeah, that's me. I'm 3.5D. I don't know what that means, but yeah. That was a joke that fell flat. I apologize. Let's move on to the topics. Nyaru, it's summer. What do you think of when you think of summer?
I think of ice cream and staying inside.
Ice cream and staying inside. The heat hasn't come down too hard here yet, which I'm glad for. I wore a jacket today because I went outside because I thought it'd be cold. I left early, so I thought it'd be cold, and when I was coming home, like, oh, it's kind of warm. But I'm like, summer. And by the way, I should also reiterate, because I did say it's the first show of the summer. For those who aren't from the U.S., the unofficial kickoff to summer for us is typically the Memorial Day weekend, and that was the 30 or 31st, what day that was. It was last Monday, and so technically we're in unofficial summer right now, but summer itself doesn't start until the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. So we still have another week and a half, 2 weeks of spring. But who the fuck cares about calendars? The U.S. also, well, not the U.S., but like the West only celebrates winter for like 4 weeks in December. So there you go. We don't know what seasons are here. But yeah. I just remember last year we had a summer show, but it was deep in the quarantine. If you remember, that was the one where we had Callie on, and she ended up just talking a lot about Girl Scouts, and it was basically the Girl Scout show.
The Girl Scout show?
You don't remember this?
No.
Oh my god, Nyaru. It was funny because I'm not sure if there was a Nyaru yet. So that's probably why you don't remember. Like, nothing exists. You're like a freaking homunculi. Nothing exists before there was a Nyaru. But there's a host of shit coming out, and let's actually, I have the outline here, but let's actually jump around a little and pull the last topic first. By the way, this is I titled this one on the schedule "Summertime News" because it's another little news update show. And I thought there's a lot of fun little topics to talk about this week. But one of the first ones to talk about, because there's a lot of stuff happening, is some of the events countdowns. Because whether we like it or not, the events are like piling on. Not just conventions, there's concerts and everything happening. Nyaru, are you ready to get back to the in-person world?
No.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Manuel over here is fully vaxxed with his Bill Gates gremlin, self and whatever. And maybe it's a bit of the good old agoraphobia developed over quarantine time. Not really, because I have gone out and stuff like that. It's not really that, I guess. But like, I just don't want to go out and back to everything. I don't want to go to things. I'm like, the catalyst of this is, for those who don't know, we talked about before the show started. Miyavi announced that he's going on tour this fall, but I think it starts in August or in late August, early September. So I'm like, I really feel like, not so much that I quote unquote like have to go to it, but like I should go to it because it's the kind of event AJ should cover. I'm friends with the people putting it on. I should definitely go to the LA show, check it out, and also get out of the fucking house in like 2 years. Well, I got out of the house, you know what I mean, to a thing. But I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Can we just keep this excuse?
I went out of the house for like, I don't want to say the first time in like forever, but definitely like it's been a hot minute since I went out. Like, not to go grocery shopping or anything like that. I mean, like, I enjoyed myself, but I liked that I took the time for myself. I didn't have to like go to like an event or do anything. It was just like I got to relax. I went through Alien City in Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh wait, what the hell?
Yeah, I went to a UFO McDonald's.
UFO McDonald's.
I almost got the BTS meal there. Almost did, but then I realized,
It's actually funny because we'll save the full talk for later, but I wanted to mention that this is a McDonald's I've been going to a lot more, especially since I got my phone back. By the way, guys, I got a phone again. We could all stop worrying about that. But yeah, I got my phone back. But I've been going to McDonald's because it's a lot cheaper to use the app to order. And last week when I went there, like I think it was last Sunday or something like that, sometime during Memorial Day weekend, I went in there and I ordered my food. They gave me my food. It's in a BTS bag. Actually, I ordered food for some other people, so it was like two BTS bags. And there was this lady who was complaining because she wanted a BTS bag, and she was yelling at the people working there because they're like, you're not supposed to be giving away the BTS bags with every order. It's only when you order the BTS meal. And I don't know whether...
Wait, was this a customer?
This was a customer. This was a customer yelling at the McDonald's employees.
Who are you?
Somebody,
who are you?
An armies of something, somebody wanted a BTS, who was probably waiting in line for a BTS
this is
meal.
why KPop needs to stop.
It's so like she was yelling at them, and they were just kind of like what they were mostly whatevering, but at one point a manager was like, actually we just use the bags for everyone. It's like it's the current bag. I don't know if that's true or not. It doesn't matter. They can do whatever they want with their bags, whether it is or isn't. It could just be a franchise thing, could be a local thing, but it doesn't matter. Lady was upset, but I found this funny. This is the funny part. So flash forward to yesterday. Actually, I'm going out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try the BTS meal.
It's literally just a 10-piece chicken nugget meal. Just get the 10-piece chicken nugget meal.
But it comes with that's actually the funniest part. So it comes with the fucking shit. What are the sauces again? I still have them somewhere. Cajun and something else I can't remember. But it comes.
It's literally. It's literally Manuel.
It is literally. And
it's just a 10-piece nugget meal.
And I'm surprised.
I don't know why they're trying to fool you like that.
No, I don't think that the U.S. ever got all the trappings of the BTS meal, because I did see pictures of other countries that had like different everythings. But then again, I see other friends who've had it, and their fry box is the same normal McDonald's fry box that they always give out. People were just saving the bags, and people saving the sauces. I have the sauces. I should sell those on eBay or something. But
Sweet chili is the sauce you're thinking of.
Oh, sweet chili. There you go. Sweet chili and Cajun are the two special sauces. That's the only difference. But I actually don't like sauce on my nuggies. I don't know if that's sacrilege, but I just don't like sauce. I don't like dipping my nuggies in anything.
No, it's not sacrilegious. Honestly, there's just sometimes you don't like nuggies on your, or you don't like sauce on your nuggies.
You don't like nuggies on your sauce.
I mean, sometimes maybe you don't. Sometimes you just want the sauce too. There's nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, so I actually don't like sauce much. So I was kind of upset. I'm like, why did I get like Nyaru just said? It's a 10-piece nugget meal. I'm like, yeah, they tricked me into getting it, and because it was the BTS meal, usually the way I order at McDonald's, because I'm like cheap as fuck, trying to like save it, especially when I'm at McDonald's, I'm not gonna spend like $10 on a meal. So like I use the app, and I get like one thing free basically in like my meal somehow, just because that's the way the app works. But because I got the BTS meal, because I wanted to try that specifically, I basically paid like a normal price for the meal, and I'm like, they tricked me big time. It's like I paid like $10. I would have got this for like $6 if I got it like piece by piece, and I don't even want these sauces. I'm like, like I said, I'm gonna keep them, wait until like the meal goes away everywhere, and then like eBay them or something and make back my meal money at the very least. Like 2 sauces, $10. I remember when McDonald's had brought back the Szechuan sauce a while ago, like 2-3 years ago, whatever
God.
that was. I don't know if you remember, but there was a whole fervor that like most McDonald's only got 1 box, so everyone went crazy. But
oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm not sure if it was just my local McDonald's. I feel like it was everywhere though. People just didn't care anymore. But that Szechuan sauce became a normal sauce for like months, if not a year. Like I remember for like the longest time, like once again, because I ordered through the app, when they make you pick sauces for, well, now you can put no sauce, but back in the old day in the app, you couldn't put no sauce. You had to pick a sauce. So when I was scrolling through it, I saw they had Szechuan. I'm like, what? So I ordered like, yeah, give me 3 Szechuan sauces. And then I was like, oh shit, I used to have a stack of those sauces.
Like maybe it's like one of those sauces that you just have to like ask for.
Yeah.
It doesn't like automatically come.
So like they kept it for a while. So I think I feel bad for all the people who spent like hundreds of dollars on eBay for it, because that was even worse. Like the BTS meal, as far as I know, never had issues. I think some people were fighting over the bags. Like this is actually someone I know, so I don't want to rag on them too much, but they got mad because like the store wouldn't give them an extra bag because their bag, you know, because people touched it with their greasy hands or whatever, so there was like a grease stain on the bag, and it was folded too. And she's like, the store wouldn't give me, and she tweeted about this, the store wouldn't give me an extra bag, and I'm like, BTS fans, please, please, it's
BTS
McDonald's.
Fans, like seriously. It's just McDonald's.
No,
it's not that deep.
Was she gonna keep the bag? Well, obviously she was, because that was the whole point. But I'm like, really? What are you gonna do with it? Frame it? I mean, probably.
Yes,
I know. Like,
they do.
there you go. Yeah, of course. Like, of course, I'm gonna frame it. What the fuck do you think I'm gonna do with it? Eat it? I remember when Burger King had the Lord of the Rings toys when I was a kid, and like I collected, like I'm pretty sure I'm too old for everyone to remember this at all. Like I was like in middle school when this, no, actually it was in high school, it doesn't matter. But when I was really young, obviously, like, you know, like 7th, 8th grade or whatever, Burger King had that was when the first Lord of the Rings movie came out, and Burger King had these toys. There was 19 fucking toys, and so like,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, so I like, cause they formed like a ring, and then there was a ring in the middle, and you would turn it, and a toy would light up, or make it, or talk or whatever. But I collected them all. I went to so many Burger Kings to do this, and they also had 4 glass mugs, which I think I still have all of this, by the way, like in here somewhere. And I collected all of it. Thank God I had a friend who worked at one Burger King. So like he kept helping me with like as far as I know, no store ever got all 19, but he would help me with some of the ones I was missing. I'm like, hey, can you see if they have Boromir or whoever the fuck? But my point to bringing this up is I do remember when this was happening. I was such a fucking Lord of the Rings nerd that like I asked one of the McDonald's, I think it was the one my friend worked at, so it was less embarrassing. I asked him for like the fry holders, because those were different. Like one had like, you know, one had like Aragorn, one had like Frodo, and so on. So I did ask them for, can I get each of the fry holders? And like, you know, I think it was just that. I don't think there was anything else that was special, but I asked for the fry holders, so I kind of feel it. But even then, I remember like by the next year, I was kind of embarrassed I didn't even have those. I just threw them away. Like I didn't frame them. I was like, why did I ask for fry holders? I really hope that all the BTS bag people are like, why did I ask for a BTS bag? Like, come on, guys. I don't know.
They'll regret their decisions one day.
Since we're jumping all over the place, did you see that the BTS Nuggie, the Among Us Nuggie, actually, it was okay. I love how clickbaity it was. The Among Us Nuggie that was found in a BTS meal. Did you see that?
I did.
Did you know that was a real auction?
Oh god, that was real.
No, I thought it was. I legitimately, no joke, I thought it was an old picture that somebody found, just like threw some text around it and put it on the internet. I thought it was a 100% fabricated meme, or that somebody even like made, like, you know, made their own nuggie at home and just made it look like that. You know, I thought it was all fake. No. Whether or not they found it at McDonald's is another story, I guess. But that was a real eBay auction, and it sold. I mean, people are saying, like, of course, it didn't really sell for this. We don't know though, so whatever. But it sold for just under $100,000. Just under $100,000. And I'm like, why?
That didn't need to exist.
Yeah,
that didn't need to happen.
It really didn't. It really didn't. And But seriously, who is that for? Because part of me feels like that's too far removed from like the BTS fandom to want it. To like, you know, but because it's Among Us. It's not like it's not Jimin or RM or those are literally the only two members of BTS I know. And only because everyone mentions Jimin, and only because RM is the one I make fun of, because he used to be called Rap Monster, and even though people keep telling me that he's not Rap Monster anymore, it's RM, I still see people refer to him as Rap Monster officially, like, you know, interviewers, I mean to say, or other members of BTS. So I'm like, whatever. But yeah. Anyways, I thought that was funny that the fucking thing actually sold for that much money. Stupid money. Don't do that, guys. On a similar eBay story, I sold a game called My World My Way for the DS, and I sold it for like over $200. And I remember when I bought that game. I bought it at GameStop and it cost me $20. It just blows my mind that game is like that rare. And I'm like, I remember just buying it like nothing, and somebody's and I even lowballed it. I put it at a low price just so I can get rid of it, because I didn't want to have it sitting there for like $300. The person I sold it to is probably gonna resell it. TLDR. Collectors, yes, exactly, collectors. But like the person, I'm 99% sure that the guy I sold it to probably wasn't a collector. He's probably gonna resell it for like $300 and sit on it for a year. Because I sat on mine for a year, because it's the people who are willing to spend $200 for a game are not that many people. But anyways, moving on. Have you sold anything on eBay before, Nyaru?
No, I bought stuff on eBay though.
You should start selling I was say sell your bath water, but I'm like, wait, is that still a thing that people do anymore?
Yes.
Sell VTuber bath water, and like it could be anything. I always thought it was funny when people selling their bath water. It's like, you know, like, you don't really have to sell your bath water. How would they know? You can
it still has to be regulated.
You can even be like, you can even just run your shower or like tub, like, you know, thingy, the water thingy, and just fill that up, and technically it's still your bath water, you know. I'm like, I don't. It's like, you're not lying. I didn't like soak in it though. Anyways, that's just I was reminded of that recently, and I was like, whatever happened to that? People still do that? I'm not gonna lie, when Belle Delphine did that, one of the biggest things I was shocked about was how cheap it was. If I'm not mistaken, she sold it for $25. If you ever sell your bathwater in Nyaru, you better like charge way more than that. And she was already big. Why the fuck was she giving it away at that price? Come on.
I mean, you never. Oh shit! I just realized my model was.
Was it naked? I saw your skirt move.
No. No, I was like, what do you call it? Zoomed out for some reason.
Oh. I use Mercari.
Yeah, I thought she was doing that for like some kind of effect when you were bad mouthing BTS.
Oh no, me asserting my dominance as I agree with someone.
It's funny because I mentioned this in the past, because I also sold this other game on eBay, but like, I don't know why I'm getting back to that. I'll just say it real fast. I apparently owned, or because I sold like half of them, I still have like a couple of them, but I apparently owned every rare DS game there was. If you ever watch like those videos on YouTube, it's like, what are the most rare DS games? I had them all, except for the stupid ones, like, where's this demo cart from like this one show, or where's this McDonald's training video? McDonald's again. But yeah, like shit like that, of course I'm not gonna have that. But I mean, all the commercially released games, I apparently had them all. But not that we condone this here, but you could download the whole like DS library and play it on an R4 card really easily and a lot more conveniently than having carts. So I don't really care. And I'm anti-physical these days. Wait, anti-physical release. Don't touch me. That too.
What?
Don't touch me. I don't know what I'm getting at there. I just say like 6 feet away. Anyways. Let me see what else is going on here. BTS, McDonald's, I didn't finish my story about the BTS. I didn't finish my story about the BTS meal. So, when I went, and then this will be the last time we talk about it, I swear. So, when I went to go buy my BTS meal, I'm like, fucking hell, they tricked me and they got me to pay for it. Remember that lady I had told you who was getting mad that they were giving away the bag to every order when they shouldn't have?
Yes.
I don't want to say she was right. But she was right. Because when I ordered my when I finally got my BTS meal, they were out of the BTS bags. They gave it to me in a normal McDonald's bag. That was the best part of all that. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding. Manuel only gets emotional. Totally. But yeah, they gave me a normal McDonald's bag, and I was upset.
You got a normal McDonald's bag.
And it was funny because I had gotten a BTS bag with like my which I didn't get nuggets. I got like a big double or some shit like that. But I had gotten a BTS bag when I got that other meal. But in this one, I was like, ah, shit, they gave me a normal bag, and I was like, I kind of just wanted to take pictures of it. Like I knew it was gonna be a nugget meal. And I was kind of upset that I couldn't just take pictures of it. Like I could, but it's just a McDonald's nugget meal at this point. So I did. That's why I didn't post no pictures of it. That wasn't like my first Instagram post in like 2 years, and I didn't do it because I'm like, fucking McDonald's. So
fucking McDonald's giving me chicken nuggets from a 10-piece McNugget meal.
I ordered the BTS meal. It's such a weird collab though, because like I know they've been doing all the I know I said I was going to be talking about this, but like they've been doing a lot of those food collabs recently, but there's
like they did it with like some random rappers.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
but I don't.
Now it's like BTS. Like who are they gonna do next? Like I'm kind of excited to see who, because like I don't know, they probably had like the best sales they've had in a while due to just this one meal.
Have you ever been to the Carl's Jr. that's in Akihabara?
I've seen the Carl's Jr. that's in Akihabara, but I've never been inside a Carl's Jr. in Japan.
So, what's amazing about the Carl's Jr. in Japan, don't worry, this is related, but what's amazing about the Carl's Jr. in Japan is that people say this all the time. Like, I've traveled to a lot of countries here and there, and I like to go to the fast food places that we have here, or the food places we have, not just fast food, just to see what they're like. And people be like, oh, it's just the same. McDonald's is the same everywhere. First of all, McDonald's is very different in a lot of places. Like, you go to McDonald's in Japan, like, they put ketchup on their breakfast sandwiches on the normal. Like, that's, like, the norm. So I always forget about that, and I have to order it without, and I end up getting, like, a fucking McMuffin with ketchup. And I'm like, it's nasty. But anyways, now, Carl's Jr. is exactly the same. It's crazy how the same it is. It's also really expensive because of that, I think. But like, it's exactly the same. They even have the same receipts. They have the same soda sizes, which is like unusual. But you know what's different, Nyaru? You know what's different? I don't know if this is the same now, but it was the same when I went the past few years. They have AKB48 in all their advertisements, or 48G members to be more accurate. Like, yeah, Jurina was in one of the was like holding a fucking superstar. I don't know what the fuck they call their big. I think it is superstar actually, but yeah, was holding a superstar in one of their famous star. Yeah, it was holding a famous star, like one of the advertisements or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? And the last time I went, the first time I went, like in 2016. They were advertising at AKB48, like some meal, I guess, that honestly I want to say it was Jurina, but I don't remember who it was, that one of the members made, like quote unquote made, you know, she's like, I want this and this and this, and like the BTS meal, they had an AKB48 meal, TLDR, at this Carl's Jr. So yeah, you missed that, Nyaru. You missed the AKB48 meal.
Oh wait, 2016.
It was 2016, yeah.
I went at the end of 2016.
You probably would have saw it there if you went. But
I don't go to I maybe from the south, but I don't like Carl's Jr.
Oh, you like Hardee's?
No, I don't like either or.
Those are the same thing, just
they are.
Where you are in the
it's a regional thing, yeah. But no, the and I think at that point, which is probably why they had a meal special at the time. Everywhere, all the other times, which is a normal place that just had advertisement like that. But I think they had just I think Carl Jr. has been in Japan for a while, but that one had just opened like a few months earlier because when we went to go interview, he told me from At Home Cafe. I don't know why Tiffany was telling her this. Tiffany was telling her that I went to go eat at the Carl's Jr. because I went to by myself actually because Tiffany didn't want to go. But she's like, oh yeah, he went to go eat at the Carl's Jr. And then he told me, started talking to me about how the Carl's Jr. was so popular when they first opened. There was like lines like, all the way down the street or whatever. And obviously because that's, it was opening. But I just thought that was funny that he told me knows I went to that place, and I guess he told me was saying that she'd never been there either. So yeah, you guys missed the AKB48 meal. You guys suck.
Actually, no, I didn't. I just choose not to eat at places like that.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure, just like the BT. Actually, I'm not pretty sure. I'm positive I didn't order it either. I'm giving you this bullshit. And I didn't even order it, but I'm pretty sure, just like the BTS meal, it was just a burger with a different sauce or something, and it's different Coke flavor.
So just like every other.
Yeah.
So just like the regular meal.
Yeah. She didn't like come in there with like a fucking. Well, I'm trying to think of what they don't have. She didn't come in there and invent like this new Hawaiian teriyaki burger and like this is my meal. No, it was just she adapted things that were already there. But anyways, go to McDonald's in India, no beef. Yeah, like this place like that I would like to go to see to see some of the crazier differences. Like I've heard a lot about that. Like a lot of they have a lot of like lamb apparently, like at some of the chains in India, and there's a few other meats they have there.
What?
Yeah. Like and I don't mean just at McDonald's. I mean like all the chains, because like just. They don't have, there's no beef, so like a lot of the chains like change up what they serve. But yeah, most of the time it is kind of the same, but there's definitely differences. I remember when I was like the KFC at a KFC in Japan, not the KFC in Japan. I was at a KFC in Japan. I got some chicken. And like I didn't know the chicken was boneless, but it was still shaped like a drumstick, and it blew my mind that the chicken was boneless. But it was like a flat drumstick. I don't know how to describe this. It was like a nugget. It was like a really big nugget that they molded into a drumstick.
The fuck?
I'm describing this terribly, but that was basically what it was. And I was like, wait, where's the bone? I kept eating it. I'm like, oh, there's no bone. But Anyways, we're way off topic and we lost the show. This is what I get for jumping around. I prefer Kentucky Fried Chicken. I learned today.
Kentucky.
I learned today that because there's a lot of like political issues in Croatia, because Russia says Croatia's part of theirs, and so says it's part of theirs. Whatever the heck, I don't know what's going on, but a lot of the international chains have pulled out of the region, but they've left the restaurants there. So a lot of them have like just adapted, and like it's still the same restaurants. They just can't like brand themselves anymore. My point to bringing this up is apparently the KFCs there are like CRCs, Croatia Fried Chicken, or like something like Crimea. I think it's Crimea. It doesn't matter. Someplace in Eastern Europe. I think it's Crimea though. I think it's like Croatia the whole time. I think it's Crimea. But there's Crimean Fried Chicken, and but apparently if you apparently people swear by it. They're like, oh, the recipe's different, and apparently there's this whole discourse. I don't know if it's trolling or not. It's probably trolling, but there's a whole discourse on Reddit and like on the internet in general about how Croatia Fried Chicken is Croatia, how Crimean Fried Chicken is better than Kentucky Fried Chicken, and yeah, I don't think I could. I don't know if I'll ever find that out, but I thought that was interesting to know. I just found this out today. Another thing that lives rent free in my brain. So Nyaru, we mentioned AKB48.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we already jumped around the outline. We'll just keep jumping around it, and I'll just pick something at random. We'll move to the AKB48 quick news. Did you know that TakaMina is releasing a cookbook?
Yes.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Did you know TakaMina released the cookbook? It's actually already out.
Yes.
AKB48 quick
Again,
news.
yes.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I saw the cover of it.
Yeah, it's funny because I keep hoping to be a scanlation of it. Let's say I would be like that illegal, but what's the called? Shipping's still wonky from Japan, and I think they've only recently like reopened some of the cheaper shipping options recently, like as in like last week. But I was actually really interested in it. I'm like, hey, I'd probably buy that book if the world was normal right now. But I saw that thing, I'm like, what the hell is she with this cooking book? And it's but what really blew my mind is that she's not really like, and I looked into it, I'm like, am I missing something? Does she have a YouTube channel where she makes food? Or was she known as the cook of AKB?
It was just kind of random.
Yeah, exactly. So apparently it's just totally random. And I was reading about, like, she did some interview, and it's meant to be like, oh, this is a cookbook for people who don't like cooking, who think they don't have time for cooking or whatever. And I'm like, what recipes are in this? It's like...
It's that curiosity of like, this is really out of left field, and I kind of want to know what's in it.
It's called To Serve Man. Yes, it's called To Serve Man. That's a lovely well, it's Twilight Zone, but it's a lovely Simpson reference as well. But yeah, I want to get it. It's TakaMina no Mainichi Tabataku Naru Soko Soko Gohan, which is everyday TakaMina, something to make some basically the title even I actually did have this translated. I didn't write it down, and that's why, but it basically even the title implies it's kind of like have fun cooking, and if you don't know how, and it's interesting, and I really wish I can get it, and I'm pretty sure that by the time shipping's normalized, the book will be sold out, because that's the way Japan works. Japan doesn't like keep things in print, so I'm hoping like all hell it ends up in $1 at a book off when I go back to Japan. I can just buy it there. Like I'm sure you've experienced that. Like there's so many like photo books and shit like that I would buy in book offs in Japan. And like this is $1, like 100 yen. I'm like, this is $1? I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah. What's some other quick news here? Yuki Kashiwagi, she had to cancel a bunch of shit. Did you see? She's having spinal surgery.
Yeah, she's having spinal surgery because her back shit.
Yeah, it's crazy that like I don't know if it's like people report on this more in Japan, and it's I honestly think that's what it is, because I don't think it's like, oh, what's up with all these idols getting these crazy like especially back surgeries. I just feel like it's kept more on the down low, and like, oh, just go to go to this doctor, and they'll make sure the tabloids don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, like, or it's just like they don't really say much about like back issues or anything like that, unless it's like so serious, and it's just like it happens to all just be coming down at once with everyone.
No, yeah, because I see this a lot. There was somebody else who had spinal issues, but yeah, she had she was supposed to host like there was the AKB48 thingy. She was supposed to host a BIS thingy, and she canceled everything for a while, obviously.
When Yukinin? Yeah, Yukini's doing something with like WAC groups.
Yeah, there you go.
A WAC member. Yeah, she's supposed to be a WAC member.
Really?
Yeah, she's supposed to like, she's gonna compose or do something with them.
Oh.
And then apparently like be a member for like a limited time.
I didn't know that she was becoming a member. I did know that I did hear that she was supposed to be like involved with it. I didn't know it was gonna be like writing shit. That always makes me cringe whenever I hear about the WAC, about like anyone getting involved in the WAC thing from like the mainstream. By the way, did you hear? The only reason I mentioned this as a by the way is because I was trying to explain to Callie about like the levels of Chica idolness, and I was mentioning to her that even though Common Joshi is like really what's the word? Really well known, they exist almost on their own. Like even the people who love like the Chicaist idol groups, like the super underground who have like 10 fans, even those people, they're usually not Common Joshi fans. It almost feel like they exist as their own little sector that like involves itself. But Common Joshi's apparently doing the stuff for Idol Manager, right? When did that get announced? Like I heard that from Callie of all people, and then I went to go look at the news, and it wasn't even like news. Did you know about this?
I'm reading about it right now, actually.
Oh, the Common Joshi.
I mean, it makes sense for them to do this game, because like this game gets really, really dark.
But what's crazy about that is like, once again, this actually goes hand in hand with what I was telling Callie about like how I feel like they exist in their own thing because like for those who don't know Common Joshi at all, one of the things they're really good at is clickbait. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, they really know how to game the system, especially, like, with some of their members, like, some of the members' individual YouTube channels. Like, we used to have that segment in UPZ, the Kamiya Arena Corner. Remember that? Where we used to just, like, watch a video for a week. You remember that one week where I didn't get the video to load, and you guys refused to watch it, and you guys wanted to watch a Peppa Pig video, so I got really mad at you and hung up?
That was a Tiffany. That was that was one of the best UPC episodes.
And I don't remember why I got so angry with you guys.
Did you watch a Peppa Pig video?
No! I got so mad at you guys. And then you guys ended up watching it anyway, and I was so mad. And I just hung up. And the stupidest part about that was, the next week we had Ren on, and then we watched the video with Ren, not the Kami Arena one, the Peppa Pig video. And I was like, why was it?
It's a popular video.
Yeah,
I want to watch a Peppa Pig video.
It was, what was it, Peppa Pig when she has no internal monologue or something like that? I remember, with no narrator? I forgot what it was, but it was basically a lot of dead silence.
It was like the Peppa Pig with no a whole Peppa Pig episode, but there's no narrator.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't watch Peppa Pig enough to know if there's a narrator, internal, yeah, but there's no narrator, so it's just like them walking, them standing, them looking. It's like, say something, you know. But yeah, that
Let's
was.
Let's watch this one. Let's watch it right now.
We're gonna watch it right now. Hold on, let me.
Yeah.
Hold on, hold your horses. Let me look at this. I just need to open it. Hold
it says clean, so therefore it's like it's good for Twitch.
Hold on. It's funny because I don't know if JD's gonna be able to show it, but I will be able to put this onto the screen for YouTube. Sorry, guys. Actually, fucking hell, I can't believe I did this.
I want to watch a Peppa Pig video because Manuel brought up the Peppa Pig the time we watched the Peppa Pig video, and he got really upset.
Oh, he's hold on. Let me just move this over here. Okay, there it goes. Hold on. Let me add this source real fast before we just watch it. Okay, I'm gonna capture just this part.
Pussy.
Did you say pussy for no reason?
Yes.
Okay, let's watch this.
Okay, ready.
Okay,
ready.
go.
3, 2, 1, go. I'm scared already.
I'm scared too. I'm
I
like,
don't like this. I'm kind of scared.
what is happening? What was that loss? I'm so. What the fuck? The fuck is happening? Mommy Pig at work. I'm so mad because it was kind of quiet, so I put the volume up, and then the John Cena thing happened. It was like, John Cena! I'm like, oh, that pissed me off. I don't have to fix that later on in the editing.
I can see you're really upset about this. This sort of thing has cropped up before.
What is this? What are we doing?
We're watching Peppa Pig.
Having a watch along.
Every time you bring up that memory, we're gonna watch an actual Peppa Pig video.
It's fine. I don't know if anyone's on Twitch. I didn't even put the link in Twitch. I'm a dumbass. Hold on.
Well, okay, so I have like wireless headphones, and like that sound that just happened was just like going in one headphone ear.
I didn't mean not the other.
Ow.
Wait, why was that poop? Oh my god, this is 2021. Why are we still having 2021? Why did I say it like that?
This was released in 2017.
2021. Why are we still having?
Sit quiet.
Sorry.
No, Peppa, you mustn't touch the computer. And George, you mustn't touch
Wait, did they actually oink like that in the real show?
Yes.
Peppa, stop.
I can't believe we're...
Oh my god.
Okay, I think we're done with this video for now. Wait, is that the llama?
Yeah, the little prancing dinosaur llama.
I'm scared to scroll down to the comments. I'm gonna scroll down real fast. Imagine there's an episode called... Wait, what? The mom's working and dad is cooking. The favorite part was Daddy Pig is making poop for lunch. Oh, is that why the shit was there?
Yeah.
Wait, why did the... Okay, you know, I'm done. I'm done. Wait.
Fuck you.
I'm done. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Anyways.
That was a fun aside, even though... See, why didn't we just do that? Like, that was a very early UPZ. Why didn't we just do that way back? Why did I make a big fuss?
Just YouTube night?
Let's do that. Let's line up some videos.
I'm gonna have one next week, so...
Oh, shit. Anyways, where were we on the thing? Yuki Kashiwagi.
Around, so.
I know, Minami Minagishi! Back to the AKB48 thing. Did you see how... so, I don't know if you saw this. This was an article... It wasn't even an article I read. It was just a tweet somebody made that I saw they posting it. That in one of Minami Minagishi's recent interviews, Michan's interviews, that she mentioned... somebody asked, like, oh, what do you want to do after you graduate? And she mentioned how she wants to go on a hand-holding date. And I'm like, that just hits so different coming from her. Because, yeah. Which also kind of implies she's already dating, by the way. I don't know if I'm reading that far into that. But I'm like, is she already dating? It's like, huh? It's like, what? What's happening? Yeah, she wants to go on a hand-hold date. Well, maybe she just means, like, then again, homies can hold hands. I remember, yeah, everyone go hold your homie's hand and, you know, kiss them goodnight and everything.
But don't do it to Manuel.
Aww, that's just mean. And it's not AKB related totally, but I wanted to mention that the Eyes One mobile game, Superstar Eyes One, it shut down recently. So, fuck Eyes One. You can't play your fucking... I think it's a rhythm game, by the way.
Eyes One.
You can't play it anymore, so yeah.
Oh my god, speaking of mobile games, I've been playing a whole bunch of Toho about, Toho Lost Word.
Lost Word? What's that? Like a puzzle? I mean, like a crossword puzzle game. It's what I'm like. What the fuck? What am I trying to spit out?
No, it's basically fake Grand Order, but with Tohos.
Oh, I've been playing a lot of, and I know I'm like 5 years late to this bandwagon, but I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Heroes mobile lately. I've been on a Fire Emblem binge lately. I've been playing Warriors a lot for the Switch, which is the Muso game, like the big, you know, here's 100 people on screen I want to fight. But I'm playing that, and I'm playing. But Heroes is different. Heroes is like a gacha game. It's actually kind of. It's nice and stupid.
Yeah, like Lost Word is basically a gacha game itself, but I actually have not bought anything.
Well, yeah, I haven't either. I'm not going to.
It gives you a lot of incentives to farm more than anything. And I kind of like that.
Yeah, this happens every time I get a new phone. I'll install all the games again that I've had. I put on Pokemon Go again. I caught like 2 Pokemon for the first time in like 2 years. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm never touched this again. But Heroes I've been playing a lot. And I'm like, I'll play this. And it also gets you those silver coins for the what the fuck's that thing called? The NES, not the NES. The Nintendo rewards program. So you can like get free shit. I haven't got anything since Christmas. During Christmas I got like the ornament and a couple things. So technically me playing this game gets me free shit, so I guess I'll just keep playing it until I get bored of it. But I'm not big on mobile games, but also like I've been so used to carrying my Kindle around because I mentioned when I didn't have a phone, I just carry my Kindle around a lot. And in between reading books, in between reading books I would play games on my Kindle. Not as many because I couldn't play anything that required like, you know, a connection, but But because of that, I'm like, hey, like I'm kind of used to playing games on the thing now. So yeah, I'm kind of a until that wears off. Probably when the real world starts coming around. But going back to that, we'll jump back to that. Actually, what's the other quick news I have here that's not AKB48? The 17th is Bandai, aka Bandai Namco. Bandai is going to have this big announcement for Tamagotchi on the 17th. And technically, this is an announcement.
Tamagotchi on Switch, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I'm like, what are they gonna do? Because it's Tamagotchi's 25th anniversary, and it's funny because I've also been playing a lot of Tamagotchi again. Like my Tamagotchi are still dead because I didn't want to restart them until I got a new phone. Because on the phone, there was a certain there used to be this flash game called Tamatown, and used to connect to your Tamagotchis. Like this is a long time ago. It's like in 2006, 9, sometime around then, and you would connect to your Tamagotchis there and play games like, and that's the way you would like level them up and get them to have babies. But now it's through mobile and it was a flash game, so it no longer exists. RIP. But I'm hoping that they do like some next gen Tamagotchi shit. I can't wait. I have so many Tamagotchis these days. They've been releasing a lot of Japanese branded ones in the US. Like, you know, technically they're untranslated, but you don't really need translation. I have like, you know, the Evangelion one. I have the fucking the Demon Slayer one and the Hello Kitty one and so on. A lot of these, I think the Hello Kitty one is US, but yeah, a lot of these are Japanese only. Anyways, we'll see what happens with that. The live action Cowboy Bebop's coming out soon. Did you remember that's still happening? I feel like that's been in production for like 18 years.
Got delayed because John Cho got injured.
Oh, is that what happened?
Oh.
It got delayed because when John Cho got injured. I assume he's one of the lead actors. I assume he's playing Spike. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna assume he's playing Spike because anyone else, I feel like you shoot around them. But yeah, so because I remember like we interviewed the director for Cowboy Bebop, the animated thing, and back then, I don't know if you guys remember. Well, I don't know because I don't know if they turned out to not have done this. When they first announced it, like gosh, years ago, they kept saying that Ein was going to be changed from a corgi to something else. Ein being the dog. Mm-hmm. And I got a lot of flack on the internet. It took them years to reply, which is why I feel like they just changed their mind. But supposedly when they did finally reply to those rumors, they were like, oh no, those were just rumors. I don't know where they started. But the reason I bring this up is because we were interviewing, I believe it was his director for Cowboy Bebop, who was at Fanime 1 year. And we were interviewing. He's doing some other show, more recent show that he was actually more there for. But during the interview, we asked him about what he felt about that, and he's like, well, obviously I'm not connected to the U.S. show, but what? He's like, I'm really upset if they actually do that. And even the director guy was pissed of like if they were gonna change Ein from a corgi to whatever the fuck they would have changed it to. But yeah, so I don't know if they aren't still a corgi in the fucking Netflix one, but I do know that it took them, obviously, like when we interviewed that guy, the Netflix announcement already like a year old by that point, and then like it was way after the interview that they're like, oh no, that was always a rumor, and I'm like, like they probably just saw the internet flack and they saw Death Note. Everyone hated Death Note. Remember the Death Note Netflix?
Oh god.
No one talks about that, and I find that funny.
Because everyone wants to forget about it.
The thing is, I mentioned this in the past, and I know everyone's gonna. I don't bring this up just to like Manuel's. I'm actually not trolling when I say. Some people think I'm trolling, but I'm actually really not. I like Dragon Ball Evolution. I think it's a fun movie. I think Death Note Netflix is a bad movie, and why does Death Note get away with being that bad? But everyone's all like, Dragon Ball Evolution is the worst thing that ever happened. And well, I've already mentioned that most people have never seen Dragon Ball Evolution, but still, it pisses me off. I'm like, you want to see a bad anime adaptation? Go fucking watch Death Note. That was terrible. Mm-hmm. Anyways, it's coming out in fall. Yoko Kanno's doing the music, who I believe did the music for the original. So the original being the anime. Well, obviously original I guess was most likely a manga, but I mean the original series. Speaking of DBZ, apparently in some recent interview, he did a YouTube interview, and some YouTuber person was interviewing Zack Snyder, aka the Snyder Cut guy from Justice League, was all like, "Hey." He's like, "Hey, would you think about doing an anime movie, maybe a Dragon Ball movie?" Well, specifically, the interviewer asked him for a Dragon Ball Z movie, and Zack Snyder's all like, "Yeah, I'd do it if everything was right." I'm like, "Please, Zack Snyder, don't do it. You're gonna make a 6-hour movie, and it'll be cut down, and then everybody will complain about it." And for those who don't know, that's always been Zack Snyder's MO. When he directed Dawn of the Dead, the remake, which he did, by the way, nobody seems to remember that. That movie also has a crap ton of edits. And I think even the director's cut, he still says like, "Oh, this is missing an hour of footage," and it's already like 3 hours long. I'm like, dude, what do you do? Like, why do you film like fucking 6-hour movies? It's like your fucking plot is not that important. Fucking go make a TV show. But anyways, yeah, that'll be that. Anyways. AKB48. Apparently, because of all the shit I guess they get because of the AKB48 always top of the charts, Billboard Japan's going to change the way they rank their singles, and apparently it's going to focus more on the longevity of a single. Like if a single is doing does well over time, as opposed to like, oh, it sold over 1 million copies in 2 days, and yeah. They didn't say it was because of AKB48, but pretty much it was because of AKB48. And I find that stupid because I'm like, isn't the whole point of Billboard like literally to rank the singles like in terms of sales numbers? I mean,
yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I wonder how much they're being paid to change
exactly
it by, like, other people.
And exactly. Because AKB40, for those who don't know, like this is like more conspiracy theory stuff in my own head. Like Nyaru's probably thinking on the same lines I am. When AKS broke up and like disbanded into a bunch of little smaller companies, they probably lost a lot of the sway they had like in the industry. So now it's probably like, yeah, they're just like they're no longer number one. I'm like, how are you gonna fucking do that? How can you just be like, oh yeah, well that single actually sold 8 times more than this one, but this one was on the chart for 12 weeks, so this clearly was the better single, I just don't get that logic. Part of me does, because obviously the whole idea is you're trying to get rid of the fake, quote unquote fake numbers. People buy like hundreds of CDs, but let's be real, these songs are still big. Like you still hear them everywhere. It's like I don't think that it's like it's not all manufactured. I don't know. It's stupid.
It's stupid.
Yeah. So when's Idol Manager coming out? You're reading about it.
Oh fuck! I didn't see the release date. I just know it's coming soon, and I want to be sponsored by them.
I didn't know the game was not already out, because like, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it was Kickstarted, right? So
yeah, I have the full beta access to it.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that because I think Snacks was streaming it at one point, and like you were streaming it at one point.
July 27th.
Oh, okay. So that's not that long. It's like a little over a month. That's like almost 2 months. A little less than 2 months. Month and a half. It looks cool. I only saw YouTube playing it at different points. You were playing it too, right? I'm not just making that up, right?
Yeah, I was playing it.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'll play it again next week, actually.
Yeah, so I'm like, interesting. It looked cool. It looked really. I don't know if you and Snacks just play differently, but Snacks was really getting in the weeds with stats, and it looks so confusing.
It's kind of confusing.
Like, cause at one point I was watching his stream, and it was like over an hour of him just like really going through girl after girl, and I was like, wait, what's happening? It's like I'm getting confused, and he was getting confused. I was like, oh man, this game seems a bit much. Like, not in a bad way, because this is very simmy, and obviously it's not going for just like, oh, just it's a rhythm game with just like a sim skin. No, it's very like Soccer Manager, like one of those games. Is very much like that, very stat based. That it just happens to also have other shit in it. Anyways, let's see what we're going on here. Cons are happening. Otacon's happening in August, my birthday weekend. It's happening August 6th to 8th in Washington,
and Japan
DC.
is happening too.
When's that?
I don't know. I just know it's happening.
No, like all the cons are happening, which also even though they're all getting local guests, it still really makes me think that probably not AX, because that's happening way too soon. That needs more planning. But part of me really thinks that Crunchyroll kind of jumped the gun by by having it digital.
I think you said this last week.
Yeah,
or like 2 weeks ago.
Because like everything is still happening in the same time frame, and like imagine, like I just can't imagine anyone going to Crunchyroll Expo. For those who don't know, this I didn't mention last week, but I have mentioned in the past. The Crunchyroll Expo is like, it's one of those. This isn't uncommon. I don't want to like rag on Crunchyroll. It's not run by Crunchyroll. It's run by like a third party, and like one of those people who just do cons. And they do it for them. It's like, oh, get these guests, but you organize everything. And I just think those people probably like, oh, we're gonna be digital until well into the winter. And yeah, they dropped the ball. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Sack Animes is doing swap meet still. Apparently, I don't know how. Apparently, California, they keep going back and forth on this, but I saw it like literally a couple hours ago that California is not gonna open on June 15th or like fully reopen.
Damn it!
So
you serious?
Yeah. So I don't know what that's gonna. And people are already
I've been wanting to go. I've actually been wanting to go recently.
Yeah, and people are already wondering. Like, of course, everyone's mad, but like, people are like, "What does this mean for all the events that are already being planned?" And no one knows, because literally they keep going back and forth like this. And obviously, even though the governor says one thing, the governor still has like obviously like the full say, but like each county could do its own thing, and LA usually has erred on the side of caution, so more than likely, not that I say I'm screwed, but like yeah, it's gonna be business as usual for a bit longer this summer, which I get, but see, I always feel like I'm sounding too much like I don't want to sound like an anti-masker, like, you know, or one of those, or a Karen or something like that. Part of me is all like, even though...
Holy shit!
What?
Kiryu Coco is graduating from HoloLive.
Wait, when? Wait, when did this come out?
Like, this second! Oh, oh my god, I'm about to pass out. Oh god, not my Yoshi. Oh no. No.
Hold on.
Next month. Next month on the 1st. Yo. Holy fuck.
Wait. But is it? I mean, she hasn't been there that long. I mean, that's what really matters. She blew up. She's the one with the big boobs, right? Hold on, I'm trying to look this up.
Yes. Hold on. I'll give you. Holy shit! Like, guys on YouTube.
She's the one with the big boobs. All I know. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna send you the live stream. Yo, what the fuck? No, fuck! No, not my Yoshi. Fuck! It's not fair. It's not fair.
Hold on. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That came out of nowhere. I mean, the actual graduation. No,
I just
no, not you, not you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I came out of. Well, I'm gonna be real with you. It was Kayson's birthday. I think like a couple, like yesterday or 2 days ago. So.
Sorry, I'm reading a bunch of shit.
Okay, I have a fucking conspiracy. I think HoloLive is making her graduate. It's because of all that motherfucking bullshit with the Taiwan.
It's funny you said that, because okay, now I actually had it written down and I took it out of this version. I told everyone before we started that I actually wrote the outline to this, which I'm not gonna lie, I think that's part of the reason we've been jumping around topics like crazy, because the show I had written on like Sunday night is different than the one that's like on the outline tonight. But one of the things I was going to talk about, only because like me and Molly and Molly brought it up, then me and Molly argued about it, then me and Callie really argued about it, then like our entire DTL chat argued about it, was because It kind of made news a couple like last week. I forgot the name of the game. There was this mobile game where one of the voice actors said something about Taiwan. I'm not going to say it, but said something about Taiwan, and they got dropped from their game. And it's a pretty big game, and they got dropped from it. And like, because it's a mobile game, they had to replace all their lines, which still hasn't been done. And then like, kind of in solidarity, a bunch of other voice actors who worked on the game too all dropped out as well. And it's like, oh shit. And it's just funny because I didn't want to say that when I was bringing up the big boob thing. I was like, isn't she the one who also had an issue with a similar issue? Let's leave it at that.
I'm not okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm actually genuinely, I'm genuinely not okay right now.
Part of me wonders.
I'm trying not to cry.
The lizard. Oh, I'm choking. The lizard brain in me wonders that too. I'm not even gonna front with you. That part of me does think that if that wasn't the reason, I'm pretty sure that like it was definitely a factor. You know what I mean? Be it like we should do something about this, or like she leaves. It's like, yeah, you could just go. Like, we're fine. Fun fact though, and I'll try to word this as carefully as I can so there's not weird soundbite to me on the internet talking about this. But part of the problem stemmed, especially with these HoloLive VTubers, was because they were reading some of their like statistics of where their viewers came from, and the reason, and they mentioned a region by name as if it was, you know, its own region. Now the thing is, the reason why YouTube has it separated like that isn't so much a political reason, like YouTube believes in, you know, a certain thing. It's because YouTube is actually banned in the other region, if you know what I'm getting at here. So so you can't really show analytics from the main region or like the bigger region. So it has to show that area separately where you can watch YouTube things legally or without a VPN. So yeah, I just find the whole thing funny. Not like they got in trouble, but I mean like trouble. I don't think she got in trouble. But I need to shut up. I'm gonna say something next, and next you know, Manuel's on the chopping block. Don't mention Taiwan, anyone.
I have no more energy. I want to hide away.
You just become the new Kiryu Coco. Just make this your get the strength to take your place. I'm not gonna lie, that can take the wind out of me too. And I don't even like. I was never been a big fan of her. It just took the wind out of me because it reminded me of that topic.
I felt the blood rush to my face, like in anxiety and sadness. Like, I'm actually trying not to cry. It's sad. Fuck.
VTuber Summers. And she's. Ooh. Anyways. Okay. I don't even know how to move on from that. I'm gonna try.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm trying to even like figure out how to even move on. There's still a lot of the topics here, and we still have like a bit of time left. But I'm still like, how do we move on from this? Yeah, it's crazy.
We just accept it, and we have to end here.
Yeah, we'll probably start wrapping it up here actually. Just real fast, just to like close out the little like thing about the events happening. I won't go on about the events happening. There's actually some other news with other shit, like whatever. But I did mention this actually came from another stream I was having over the weekend. But I started calling the Bill Gates gremlin, aka the gremlin that like, you know, Bill Gates like inserted inside of me with the vaccine. I call that gremlin William. So that's canon now. Whenever I refer to William, that's the Bill Gates gremlin that wants me to go to cons and catch a weird sideline COVID somehow. Kiryu Coco. I didn't even talk about the BLACKPINK thing. That was the first thing on the fucking thing. I I'll save that for later. That's fine, because I didn't want to rant a lot, and I don't have the energy to do it anymore after that. I don't know how this took the wind out of me. I'm actually kind of shocked by that. I think also because even though it's not fully related, it reminded me about the whole argument I had about that game. By the way, the argument that we had was, and I will say this, because maybe this will win me some points, is I was kind of like, the fence I was on, because this is way different than the Hall Life thing. Like, the Hall Life thing was they were reading statistics, and like, they read the name, but the thing about the voiceover person is I'm like, Molly, the person had a contract. I'm pretty sure in the contract he signed was to like, it's probably not worded in that way, but basically he signed a contract that said he wouldn't say certain things. I know it circles back around to the whole like the sort of love band that's in some idol contracts or whatever, but still, it's like I think that's a different area. It's when you sign a contract. Anyways.
Manuel,
what are you gonna
the
say?
name of the game is Mr. Love, Queen's Choice.
Mr. Love, Queen's Choice, and the reason I'm surprised I forgot that. One of the reasons I forgot about that because in the Chinese version of the game, or I don't think it's like the Chinese version of the game, but in one of the releases of the soundtrack of the game in Chinese, somebody I know did one of the songs. That was a long-winded way to say that. I'm surprised I forgot the name of that game because of that. It's an Otome game if I'm not mistaken, but. An Otome, like, Gacha-y mobile game or whatever. It's been in the US for about like a year now, and I think it's been in everywhere else for about 2 or 3. But yeah. That's that. I'll have links to a bunch of this shit below. I'll have a link to an article. I'll find one. I actually didn't look up an article about that story, but I'll find one about that, and I'll find one about Kiryu Coco. And now, are you still alive?
No.
Are you crying?
I won't.
There was
Stop! I'm actually not okay right now. I'm actually not okay.
I forgot why. It wasn't anything like. It was probably. I think it were different tears. But that you have cried. Well, you actually cried on stream before. I forgot why. But yeah. I don't know why I point that out. Everyone go look at the stream where Nyaru cried. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that because there was like pre-Nyaru. But there was a recent DTL. Actually, I won't even mention that either. You know what? Let's wrap it up. Yeah, tomorrow's Wild Arms Wednesday. Come to that. We start at 5. We're starting a little earlier because I wanted to give more room for the second gaming stream, which should be happening. This Thursday is nothing. Well, Friday is FAP, and we're gonna be talking about hot tub streams, lewd streams, and other things of that vintage. And then we're gonna have all of our segments. It's actually, the show's already been written for a while. I just didn't know what I want. Once again, similar to this show, I didn't know if I wanted to change it around. So that's what the schedule says: summertime blues, and I'm just because I didn't know what to call it. But and Weston will be on, and probably Warren. But Weston will be on again, mainly because we were gonna have a double hosting situation this week, and then they couldn't do it. But and then Saturday is DTL. And I need to confirm that Molly's going to be on, but as far as I know, it's the same cast as last week, but Molly instead of Yuji. And as in same cast, I mean it's also a Kali-less episode. So, not last week, I mean 2 weeks ago. But yeah, that's that for the streams. Nyaru, are you still dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nyaru, a piece of Nyaru died with Kiryu Coco's graduation announcement.
It really did.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm really not okay right now.
What is this thing?
I'm gonna go, like, after I get off and we do thumbnail, I'm gonna go have myself a really, really good cry.
Oh my god. I feel like we all need to get cry from time to time. But yeah, let's wrap this up. Nyaru Kat's IdolCon this weekend. Go watch her shit. You also in a panel. I think you mentioned that too. But yeah, I saw you were looking for a panel people. So yeah, right?
I got my panel people. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It'll be a fun stream.
I'll have links to all that. This episode should be up before, like, long before that. But yeah, everyone tune into that. If you're watching on, I never say this enough. If you're watching on YouTube, do all the good YouTube stuff like like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, like, comment, follow. Also subscribe. Give us some dollars. Patreon.com/DigiConnections if you want to support us some more. You don't have to. But shout out to Ed, Kenneth, and Joshua, our current patrons. And yeah, that's our show. It's summertime, and we're not feeling fine. It's a bad start. It's a cruel summer. You should sing that in your next karaoke stream, Nyaru, because I just brought that up. Anyways, Bananarama Slamma. Let's wrap this up. And I lost my part of the stream. Okay, peace out. Love you all. Stay safe.
Please cherish your favorite idol for the rest of your life until the last day. That's all I ask of everyone.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
3, 2, 1.